We are back with the Podcast with Nick and Marty. Welcome back, guys, to this lovely conversation that me and Nick are about to have.
Please.
What is the conversation we're about to have?
How about we start off with a question?
A question?
Yes.
Should it be a spicy question?
Nah, it could be a clean question.
Okay. Like what?
There's a pun intended there, but you're only going to know after I tell you this question. If you're washing dishes with a bar of soap and you drop that bar of soap,
why would you be washing dishes with a bar of soap?
It's a good question.
I don't get it.
I guess so. All right. So
was that part of the question? Like, was that a part of the trick of the question?
No, but yeah, that's funny. I didn't even think of that. All right, so
you just accept the fact that someone's washing dishes with a fucking soap bar.
That is funny. All right. So if you drop a bar of soap on the floor, is the floor dirty or is the soap clean? No.
You just fucked up your question.
I did, man.
God
Fuck.
damn it,
God,
Nick.
this
you
is
are not ready for the big leagues,
Can we start this over? Can we reset on this podcast?
We're gonna laugh at the fact that you fucked up.
That's okay. All right, so now let me ask it again. Let me ask it again. If you have a bar of soap and you drop it on the ground, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?
I think the soap is dirty because if you get soap on your floor, you're gonna have to clean that up. You're not just gonna leave the soap there. Someone could slip.
But it's soap.
Doesn't matter. Like it's something that's not supposed to be on the floor.
Yeah, but it's soap. How do you clean the floor with soap?
Yeah, how do you clean yourself? You put soap on yourself and then you wash it off, right?
Yeah.
You have to wash the excessive off. You can't just leave the soap there.
Yeah, but it's still soap. I still think, like, the dirt on the soap, you can't dirty soap. Soap is clean.
You could dirty soap. If I got a soap bar, right? Bar soap, whatever it's called. If I got that shit and, like, dipped it in poop, would you still use it? Or would you wash it off first?
It's a good question.
The other logic makes no sense.
You know,
so, yeah, the soap is dirty.
If we were in the wild and this happened, out of my stubbornness, I would grab that poopy piece of soap and I would rub it all over my skin right in front of you and say, I would fucking use it.
Nasty. You're going to have a mixture of poop and soap.
So you're saying that you need water with soap in order to be clean? Because you can't just have water and be clean.
And you can't just have soap and be clean.
So you need a mixture of water and soap to be clean.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Think about how irritating it would be if you just poured soap all over. Like, do fucking dish soap. Pour a bunch on yourself and then don't take a shower. You're clean. You got soap on your body, so.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Would you be okay with that?
Nah. You know what really bothers me? This is a little bit intimate, but it's okay. We're close like that. Wink. Whenever because I use a bar of soap, and whenever I'm using the bar of soap and I get like soap in my ass, I have to wash it out like immediately. Like it can't be there for longer than 10 seconds because I almost feel like my ass is absorbing the soap.
It technically is.
It is. That's what I'm saying. So I feel weird about that. And like I just have to clean it off immediately.
Yeah. Just to get, the dirty part out and then immediately just clean it off. I agree. I think I'm kind of the same way. I never paid attention. Maybe I'll pay attention tonight when I take a shower.
All right. Do you use a bar of soap or do you use
something?
Do you use like gel? Shower gel.
I use shower gel, yeah.
True. Why? Like, why do you prefer using shower gel over a bar of soap? Because I used to use shower gel, and then I went to a shower scrub, and now I'm at a soap bar again.
Well, first of all, a lot of these soaps gives me allergies for some reason. Like I always get like hives after using it, like bumpy skin. And then I just don't like using a soap, dude. Like for some reason, like it's just I don't like it. I'm much more like I prefer a fucking gel so much more because I don't know. I guess that's a personal thing. But to me, I just prefer shower gel.
Yo, you don't know why?
I guess it's because I can control like how much soap, I guess. I don't know. It's mainly because of the allergic reactions that I have, and that's why like I switched up.
But maybe you're
also
it's like you've been
I don't like the
using
fact that other people can use that same soap bar too. You know?
Well, yeah, it's a very personal thing.
I've seen a couple of times where I grab a fucking soap bar and I see like pubic hair on it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to use this. Thank you very much.
That's disgusting because I have.
And then you have to like wash it off until it actually comes off. And then,
yeah,
like,
but
you know,
you put some water on it and it's clean. No more pube hair.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, like, I don't even want to have the pubic hair go on my hand to like fall on the floor. Like, fuck that.
That's disgusting. I feel that. I've seen that so many times.
I've been through that so many times, especially when you have roommates.
Yeah.
Have you ever used the same soap bar as a roommate?
Fuck no. I think that's disgusting. As a matter, I use soap bar.
Well, I guess it's different when it's like a roommate that like you don't really know at first.
Even
but like, if
at
it's
my
just friends.
house.
What about
even
really?
At my friend? Nope.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they don't have shower gel, so you have to use it.
Water.
What do? You don't use it?
No,
just
I don't.
Water
at that
That's
point.
not a proper shower.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to bite the fucking bullet. I mean, as a little kid, I've probably done that, but since like high school, hell no.
Nah, I've always used some kind of soap.
Nah.
But
nah. And that's the thing too. Like,
I don't know.
Here at my house, like I have I don't only have. I have my soap bar, which I even keep it inside like a little container, you know what I mean? Like a closing container and shit, because
like someone can't open that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but even like you never know, bro. Just like from other like people showering, like their water hitting it and stuff. I don't know. I just try to keep it contained and stuff. But I also have a shower scrub that I buy as well, which I used to use before, and it's really good for your whole body. But I just use it
like to exfoliate or something.
Yeah, it's for everything, but I kind of use it just for my face. And then I have this.
What if somebody else is using it for their thing down there?
They could.
You're using it exclusively on your face.
It could happen, bro. I mean, I don't use it exclusively on my face. I use it actually for my face and for my balls specifically. If you want to ask. So both faces.
All you guys
both
are
heads.
just sharing balls and faces.
Nah, everybody's got their own shit, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody might be running out, and you never know. You know, like, fuck, I got no more fucking shower gel. Nah. I gotta use this soap now.
Nah. But that's one of the reasons why I definitely need my own spot.
Yeah. Once you start living by yourself, it's kind of hard to go back to living with people.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey, would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
True love today.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow.
Easy.
Yeah, that is, I feel like, is that harder to achieve? Like finding true love over like having good money?
It depends who you ask.
A lot of money.
But for me personally is I know I'm going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not.
So that's like Doesn't matter if you win the lottery or not.
Doesn't matter. It's not going to change my life trajectory. It might, as a matter of fact, it might damage my life trajectory. It might make me lazier. Like, oh, look, I made all this money. Fuck it. Let me doze off and get addicted to drugs and, just go off some crazy spending spree and, I don't know, burn it off.
Yeah. I think money definitely exaggerates what you already are.
Yeah. I agree with that. If you had to give up one of your 5 senses, which one would it be?
Bro, you asked me this before. Bro, you are not a true fan of the podcast. People that like listen to all these, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? You guys already talked about that. Oh yeah, and then we got into like the whole situation of like the smell being the strongest sense, remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, man.
Wow,
sometimes Nick. Look, I have questions that I write down. Your boy be forgetting. I be reading a lot of shit. I be doing a lot of things.
Yeah, man, it's hindering your memory.
I guess it is, huh? How was your girl's birthday, by the way? What did you end up doing?
We had like some coxinha, some bola de queijo, some salgadinhos, It was nice.
Oh yeah, you just did a little thing at the crib?
Yeah, at the crib. Because we both like had just like recovered from COVID. So we didn't really know about like being negative or positive. Plus we weren't like still at 100%.
Yeah.
And we just just did something here at the house. Cool. We baked a cake.
Aww.
We baked a cake together.
Aww.
It's pretty nice. Came out really good actually.
Yeah.
It was like it was like a true Brazilian cake. It wasn't those dry ass American cakes.
Damn.
With, like, dulce de leche in there and like morango.
I'm gonna talk to your girl, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, please, like, I'll buy all the ingredients. Just make a cake for us. But
for real,
it can't be for everybody. It has to be for a limited amount of people because it needs to be like, look, Nick purchased the ingredients. He gets 50% of the cake. The rest of the cake, y'all divide amongst each other. Because I need me some Brazilian cake, man. I haven't had any in a minute, and fuck, I know exactly what you're talking about. Did she put strawberries in it too, and it made like this white? See, I know what you're talking about, Marty.
And like the cake itself is moist, way more than like American cakes because you're constantly applying, what is it?
Milk.
Yeah, but like with chocolate mix and all that, I don't know. It's definitely a procedure to it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Came out really good. Lasted for like 2 days.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And then I gave her, I don't know if we talked about this on the last episode, but I gave her like a MacBook, which she was pretty happy about.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. Yeah. I don't know if you mentioned on the podcast though. I don't know.
Oh, it might have been on the live stream.
True.
I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty nice.
That's fine.
Definitely planning out my birthday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah, everything's already into play, man. I just got my flight today.
Damn, you like ahead of me, bruh. I didn't even get my own flight for my own birthday.
It's your own birthday, bro. Look, me,
I know.
Your sister, your mom, and your sister's boyfriend all got our flights. So
yeah. Yep.
Yo, I'm trying to do all that fun stuff though. I don't care. I'm trying to go on the hot air balloon. I'm trying to go whitewater rafting. I'm trying to do all the crazy stuff.
Wow, look at you, Nick. Now you got money. You're like, fuck it. I'm gonna do everything, motherfucker.
I'm just trying to live life, bro. I'm just trying to have fun. That sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Of course it does, and that's why I picked that location because there's so much cool shit to do.
Fuck, yo,
like, bro, Colorado is like a beautiful fucking place. Plus, there's so much shit to do. Like, there's hiking, there's fishing, there's water rafting, there's
Oh,
all types of shit that you can do.
it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be such a great time. I can't
And I
wait.
think the weather's gonna be nice too. It's gonna be like cold at night, but I think during the day is gonna be pretty nice because it's like springtime.
Damn.
You know.
Yo, I got invited to go to Europe a week after that. I think I'm gonna go.
Really? What country?
Start off in Sweden, but then I think I'm gonna stay out there for like 3 weeks.
Ooh, Sweden is nice.
I'm about to go everywhere, like Spain, England, France.
You should, man. That's living right there.
Fuck, that sounds amazing, bro. I think I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna say fuck it.
But you got to figure out a way to like monetize that shit too, bro.
Well, yeah,
you can't just be
Trust.
you can't just be like splurging. You got to find a way to recoup some of that money back.
Well, I mean, fuck, bro. For Europe and shit, I just want to experience it. I just want to go as a tourist and go. Like, I'm gonna get content out of this, but
that's what I'm saying.
I want to also, like, before, just be so well prepared that like I have 4 or 5 skits on deck ready to go. You know what I mean? So I have weeks in advance. I have everything lined up, and I can do that if I fucking work really fucking hard, which I have been. I've been working hard as fuck for these past like 3-4 weeks, and it's going to continue to go that way for the next month or so. So if I could do that, I feel like I'll be good, and I can enjoy a great time, get some great content, and have an amazing time exploring a new place. And I think for my birthday, I decided I was thinking of either Hawaii, where else? I said Hawaii, Europe, or Thailand. I want to go to Thailand. So prep your passport if you're trying to go, because it's a little.
Wow.
I think it's like maybe like $1,000 for a ticket to go there, but everything out there is cheap as hell.
Right. Yeah. The most expensive thing is the flight.
Yeah.
But yeah, bruh, I'm so about it. I'm so about that life. If I could, that's all I would fucking do. If I had like the money for it, I would just fucking go places left and right, nonstop. I love like staying at hotels and exploring different places and eating different types of food. That to me is living.
Yeah. And dude, honestly, even like, I want to start branching off and not just creating comedy skits. Like, people just know me as a funny figure, which is cool. Like, the podcast.
That's why people recommend you to do stand up.
Right. Which is something I will do eventually, besides the point. I also want to showcase my other abilities as like a filmmaker, because traveling videos to me are some of the funnest things that you could create. I remember creating a travel video when it was, I think, my second or third trip out here to LA. And I got to go everywhere from Yosemite, Sequoia, San Francisco, and LA, Malibu, all that stuff. And it was just an amazing time.
Where is that video, Nick?
It's archived.
I swear you film everything, but you release nothing.
It's archived.
That's hilarious.
I mean, no, it's there.
I mean, at least you have all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, if you want to use it for a documentary or whatever the fuck in the future, you
well,
could.
The reason it's not out is because at the time I was dating a girl, and she was like the video. You know what I mean? Like, she was the subject of the video. You know, it's supposed to be like that couples thing type vibe. That's the only reason it's not out. But to show brands and shit like that, I could show it to them via email and shit like that easily. And to reaching out to these hotels and shit like that, bruh.
Yeah.
Easily.
You trying to be the next Sam Colder, huh?
Not really, bro. I'm just trying to travel for free. Honestly.
That's what he does.
I mean, I guess,
he
but
makes
like
films and travels for free and gets paid.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
I guess in a way, I'm just, that's not really my lane. I still want to continue doing comedy skits, but that's cool too. Like, I would love to do that as well. I just, I don't know. As a creator, besides just a comedian, I like doing that type of stuff. Especially when you're with like friends and shit, bro. That sounds, imagine, just, I could imagine like us in Thailand. Larry's out there with Joe too. Bruh, that shit sounds amazing.
Yeah. Starting this year, we should do all that. And just like travel more.
Yeah, 100%.
If we could.
I'm getting that fucking drone, bro.
I definitely. Huh?
I'm getting that new goddamn drone, the new Mavic, and I cannot wait for like the footage that I'm gonna get. Starting off in Delaware, because we're gonna be in that ranch. I'm gonna get some dope ass footage, and then Colorado's already lined up. I want to get back on my droning tip. I haven't been droning enough.
Yeah, man. You should. I don't know why you haven't gotten into like FPV and shit. You have a FPV drone.
I know. I gotta update my shit, bro. I haven't updated
You gotta do something, man. You can't just like have that shit sitting around.
Nah, it's getting outdated
soon.
Yeah, it's getting outdated.
But that's good, man. That's good. Definitely got some plans for the near future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, explore different places. It's good that, you know, we're also stepping up our game too, you know. For the longest we've been fucking broke. Couldn't do shit. I remember in Florida not having like times where I had like $5, $3 in my bank account. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, I remember having negative and having to ask my mom for like $20.
Jesus Christ. I definitely went through that. It is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's super embarrassing.
Bro, I don't know if I told you this, but there's a funny ass story that happened. I don't know like if she ever like if she knows about this, but remember when we were filming with Amanda Paris for the first time? I think it was a skit where she was replaying her stories like over and over.
Yeah.
Like, during the whole day.
Yeah.
Right, but that time I feel like I wasn't making that much money. Like I was going through some shit. I don't know what was happening at the time, but I remember we did a scene where she was like laying next to me and she picked up my iPad so she can watch her stories because I confiscated her phone or whatever. And I remember when she picked up the iPad in the middle of the scene, I seen a fucking notification pop up of my bank account. Say it was my bank account saying that I reached because when you like reach a certain like amount, it like alerts you, right? Like under 100 or under 25 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it said, but it was like so obvious that I like had little money in my bank account, or if it was negative. I don't know what the fuck it was at the time. But bro, it was like the first time ever meeting her, and I was so fucking embarrassed after that, bro. I was like, damn, I don't know if she saw that, but if she did, oh well. But
that's
yeah,
hilarious.
man, definitely went through some fucking tough ass times, bro. Not just in Florida, but Cali as well.
That's hilarious. Yo, shout out to Amanda real quick. She's a friend of ours, super talented actress. And it's funny because like she's an attractive girl, so that would happen the first time you meet her and you're working with her. Like you get embarrassed off rip. That's hilarious.
Fuck, dude.
Hilarious.
That was so embarrassing. Because I got the iPad back and I saw the notification. When I was like, she was looking at it the whole fucking time, so there's no way she couldn't see it. And then when we were done with the scene, I got the iPad back and I saw that shit like literally right there. It was the only notification.
That's hilarious.
I was like, fucking A, dude. But yeah, it's good that we're finally like, you know, getting what we wanted.
Yeah.
And you know, like after years of work.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, it took us years to be able to get to this point, you know. But yeah, definitely.
Not just financially, but like even like knowledge wise.
Oh yeah.
Like I know so much more. Like, bro, I really thought I knew a lot back then.
And we still think we know a lot.
Filmmaking and storytelling. Yeah, exactly.
Think we know a lot.
And then, like, the more I learn, I'm like, what the fuck? I was dumb as shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't know shit.
Still don't know nothing, bro. That's what it is. We think we know, but we don't. We're going to look back 5-6 years from now. We're going to be like, damn, I didn't know shit at that time. But that's great. That means we're evolving. Because if you don't feel that way, then that means you're stagnant. didn't move forward, didn't progress.
Yeah, bro, I try every day to learn something new. I put on podcast or like read something or watch YouTube videos, like informational YouTube videos or like books sometimes, you know? Like I just picked up a book. I still haven't read it, but I, it's my goal, you know? Like I'm always striving for that knowledge. So, definitely think it makes a difference if you're always seeking knowledge, you know?
Yeah. No.
There's people that don't fucking seek that shit at all. They just go about their day and whatever. Like you fucking meet them 5 years later, they're still the same person.
Yeah, bro.
Because they have not evolved. They've been on the same bullshit.
Definitely a lot of growth. It's funny, like even just thinking 3 years ago, right before the pandemic, of like, ooh, I want to create a short film or create a series. I had, and like be the director and that stuff. I had no knowledge really of what a director,
what it takes,
like genuinely goes through on an actual set.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I'm still growing and evolving day by day, but you were there on my first real big director's like set at the
Which time?
the Baby I. That was the one to me that was like, okay, this is it. Because I've done the other music video for Piper before. For those of you that don't know, we're talking about this creator that we created multiple videos for, and I continue to. I'm basically her director, Piper Raquel. She has almost 9 million now on YouTube. Massive, 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 and it's crazy. When I first got involved with her, because you were in the scene, I basically got I met her by myself randomly. I remember I was at that same building that they used to live at in Hollywood.
East Town,
yeah, in Hollywood. And they heard of me through Diamond, and I heard of them through Diamond, our friend Diamond. And we just ran into each other, and then we just started talking. Me and Hunter, which is in Piper's team. So we just started talking this and that, and then eventually I got on set, and you were filming. Piper and Diamond was directing, and it was for Piper. And I started creating more and more with you guys. Eventually, you and Diamond stopped working. I filled in at that space, and then eventually they stopped working with Diamond, and then I started creating more and more with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I created maybe, I think, 1 or 2 music videos for her before Baby I. But Baby I was like, and I hate that music video personally. I hate the way that it turned out myself, like personally. The reason being is because I see so many errors as like a director and things that I could have done to make it better. But that's a great thing because, again, I'm evolving. But I was so nervous that day. I remember barely sleeping. I couldn't sleep because of anxiety. Prepping for that was crazy because it took me days and days and days of prepping. I'm responsible for... I have a production company, basically. So I have to get everybody together, get the whole production team together. I'm producing it. And, dude, it was hectic. It was, what, 80 people on set? Something along those lines?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because there was a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
There was a pap rally scene. But, yeah, once you start booking locations with a limited amount of time, that's when you know the pressure's on.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know you're stepping up. Because, I mean, before that, we would just film wherever. Someone's apartment or our own apartment or whatever. But there was never, like, a time limit.
Yeah.
But once you're paying thousands of dollars for a specific location with a limited amount of time, then you got to have your shit on point.
Mm-hmm.
Because that overtime is no fucking joke.
Yeah. That shit changes, bro. Especially even besides just booking a location, just having a crew, having like 4 people.
Yeah. Managing people.
Yeah. It can get crazy, man. Just scheduling everything. Even now, like the videos that I've been creating for Piper, they're dramatic sketches, long form sketches. They're basically short films. It's at least 8 minutes long. So creating those, right now we've been at a schedule of creating 2 a week. And to do that, the scheduling that I have to do, besides, because I get I hire the writers, so I get the writers. Me and Tiffany, we come up with concepts. Tiffany's the mother. Either she comes up with one, I come up with one, we come up with one together, collectively, and then I send it off to a writer. Writer sends it to me. I read it, send him some notes, sends another draft, send it to her, see what she thinks about it, so on and so forth. Maybe get like 4 or 5. We gotta cast people, find the location.
So producing.
I'm producing everything for sure. After that, I gotta make sure that I schedule everything to see how many hours we're gonna need to shoot this, how many hours we're gonna need to shoot that. It's a lot of work, and in one day, man. Those kids, they're 15 years old, 16 years old, and it's funny because I feel like they're all my little like cousins. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten so close to them now, and we have that intimacy now. We always like joke around, and it's fun on set. It's always fun with them, always. That's what I love about it. But it's also, the other side of it is frustrating because with kids, their attention span is a little bit shorter than ours, and sometimes they're so fucking tired they just want to talk to their friends. They got all their friends there, and I have to make sure that everybody's on point, ready to go, because at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to make these videos happen. You know what I mean? So I not only have to manage my own people that I hired to work under me, but I also have to manage the people that are the talent, the people in front. That's what a director does. So dude, it can get crazy. But I mean,
what's something?
What?
I was gonna ask you, what's something you've learned, like while being a director, that has completely changed your perspective on filmmaking? Like something that you've learned within the last year or so, like since you moved to LA, pretty much.
Since I moved to LA, I think how much of a team effort it takes to create a film, and how much.
But you didn't know that before?
I mean, I did, but not to the extent, because before I moved to LA, I didn't know what the hell a gaffer was. For those of you that don't know, a gaffer is the guy that works at the lighting department. He's the guy that's always moving around the lights. I didn't know what those things were. I just thought, oh, camera guy, director,
light guy,
yeah,
sound guy.
Well, no, not light guy. I didn't even think fucking light guy. I just thought like, oh, sound guy, fucking camera guy.
You thought anybody just could put up lights? And that's it.
I just thought one guy would be like, okay, put up the lights there. And I mean,
hey, PA, just set up this scene for the lighting.
To be fair, that's the reason I thought that, because that's how we operated when we first started, or at least when I started with you and Larry. You and Larry had the knowledge of like, hey, I like that light over there. It looks better if you put it from there. Like, I didn't have any of that knowledge. I didn't know shit. So I leaned on you guys to tell me what to do. So I thought that it was like, okay, that guy knows everything. And also kind of the way that everything works. When you're a freelance filmmaker, that's just how shit is. A lot of the times, when you're hired, you're not working with somebody else. And if you are, it's one person. So you're telling that person what to do here. And one guy knows everything.
Yeah, if anything, you have to call someone else to help you out.
That's what I'm saying. So that's kind of like the culture. But when you come here to LA, with all like these unions and people used to working under unions or under more professional sets, they're like, no, like there's gaffers, there's DPs, there's camera ops. Even knowing the difference between a DP and a camera op, people think like, oh, he's a DP. DPs technically really don't touch the camera. They really just find the light for the scene. You know what I mean? Like, this is the mood of the lighting. So, okay, I'm going to want this lighting to be over there, this lighting to be over there. Now they tell the gaffer what to do. So now the gaffer goes and moves the lights, and the camera op puts the camera wherever the DP wants the shot.
Yeah.
So it I think learning about a lot more teamwork and relying on people, that was one thing that I learned in filmmaking, and how
Yeah.
expensive it can really be.
Oh yeah. With like no guarantee you're gonna get that return back.
No, not at all. Because a lot of the times the skits that we do in the past, we're like, this skit sucks, and it does good, and then we look at a skit like, yo, this is fire, this is gonna hit. Does nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. That happens in the creative world for sure.
I just
And
recently,
it's something that you constantly have to keep learning, constantly have to keep evolving.
yeah, I just recently had a skit or a reel on Instagram that did really good. Didn't think it was gonna do good at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Like, what do you mean? How good?
Like it got a lot of views. It got over like 400,000 views,
Oh, okay.
and I average maybe like 10 to 20,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Which one was it?
the one I did with Izzy, that I'm searching for something, and then
Oh,
it's a wide shot. You know, I can't find the G spot.
Right. So that one did really well.
Yeah,
And you didn't think it was gonna do well?
no, I didn't, because it was so easy to film. It was so easy. It took us like 20 minutes at most.
It's not about the work you put in.
I know.
It's about the idea, the concept, if it relates to people or not. It doesn't matter if it's shot on a fucking camera or an iPhone or a fucking flip phone for that matter.
Yeah, it was just so easy. I'm gonna create.
That's one of, like, going back to what I asked you. Like, that's one thing that definitely like resonated with me. It's really not about equipment, even though like I deeply care about equipment and want to get the best quality and all that. Like, for it to resonate with someone, like your story, that shit has like little to do with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the writing needs to be on point, the performance, the direction of the video or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's what really matters.
For sure. I agree with that.
And another thing too would be like knowing how much more a producer makes compared to everyone else.
Producers make more than directors?
Fuck, producers hire the directors. Producers make money on the back end.
Yeah, I guess.
Producers are where it's at. They own a piece of the fucking pie.
Yeah. Yeah, but producing's stressful too, man.
It's tough. It's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah, it's stressful. I
Definitely
do
not
enjoy
for
it though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just piecing everything together. But
Hey man, if that could be your thing.
nah, but I like directing too.
But
I love directing and producing.
Directing is more creative for sure. Because producing is definitely like very analytical, very logistics.
One of the things that I realized as a director is that there's always going to be a problem, a new problem. No matter how much you plan.
In general.
Huh?
Filmmaking in general.
Yeah, filmmaking
being
in general.
Being a filmmaker is being a problem solver.
Yes, I agree 100%. But I guess the thing about a director is that it all falls on you.
Of course.
You know? So
yeah. You're the face of the project.
Exactly.
If something goes wrong, they blame you.
Exactly.
If something goes right, they praise you.
And working on smaller sets like we do, I have, let's say, an 8-man crew. I still don't have, whenever like there's certain departments like hair and makeup and certain like that, who has all the answers and stuff is me. Because no matter how well prepped the producer or the AD is per se, shit is always changing up on set because this department is late, or because this person is late, or because this thing didn't happen on time, whatever, set design didn't happen on time. So times are always changing. So really the director's making this shit up as he goes. As I'm going, I'm always making up new times and like new stuff in my head. And if you just deliver it with confidence, people back you up. And I feel like it's okay to ask questions too, because I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't know, especially like about certain departments like hair and makeup. Like I know some things, but sometimes I don't know shit. Like I was talking to this girl from hair and makeup, and I was like, "Oh, how long does it usually take to do like this and type of makeup?" And I ended it with like 30 minutes to an hour. She was like, "What? Nah, like 2 to 3 hours." I was like, "Oh shit, see, like comes to show how like what my knowledge is."
Yeah.
But it's important as a director to be well-rounded and know these things, because that all those little details will help you in the long term.
Yeah, you gotta know a lot about a little. Wait, what is it? You gotta know
A little
bit
about
about
a
a
lot.
lot
Yeah.
as a director for sure. Cause it's pretty like it's. I think it's unprofessional if a director comes in and like doesn't know the procedure for something that he's asking for.
Right.
You know, like if you're gonna ask someone to do it, you better kind of like somewhat know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not like step by step, but you know, like you have to know certain things, like at least the minimal about that department.
Yeah.
You know, the basics.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz I mean, in order for as a director, your job is to communicate. So you have to be able to communicate thoroughly for somebody to understand in their language in whatever the department they work in, whether it be animation, whether it be the gaffer or whomever, you know.
I could see you being the next Chris Columbus. He director.
Chris Columbus?
He directed the first 2 Harry Potter films. He directed Home Alone. What else?
Damn,
he works with kids a lot, and he really knows how to get the performance out of the kids, especially kids that have no background in acting, you know, and stuff like that. But shit, he's made some pretty iconic movies that involve kids, and
that's really iconic movies.
Because you definitely got to have like some type of way to communicate with kids as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not anybody that can do it, you know, that can like communicate with them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, even though I say kids, like these kids are like 15. They're like teenagers. Like even when I started directing Piper, she was like what, like 13, maybe 14. So they're still teenagers. So I feel like that age I could deal with. But like young, like not that I can't do young kids. I think I can, but I don't know. I also feel like I didn't choose this. Honestly, this just happened, and I mean, I love it. And
that's how a lot of shit happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't. You try, like you strive to get something else done, and then something else ends up happening.
Yeah. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for the opportunity that God has given me, and I'm gonna continue taking these opportunities. But I didn't choose it. It just happened, and I'm all for it. You know, because at the end of the day, working on this content is only making me a better director overall, and then it's only going to make my own content that much better. At the end of the day, my content is the most important thing to me. I might not prioritize it at the moment.
Your babies, you own them.
Right. I might not prioritize it at the moment with the amount of work that I put into my clientele work as opposed to my own. But always in the back burner, the most important, precious thing is my own work.
Yeah.
So
I absolutely agree. And that's part of the reason, like, why I don't even want to deal with clients right now.
Yeah.
Like, ever. If I could, I would never, ever. Just because I know the stress that comes with it, you know?
Dude, I found my first white hair.
Prioritize.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying, you said stress. I found like my first like major white hair. I forgot what side it was. I don't know if it was this side or the other side.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yep. I only started growing gray hair when I moved to LA. So it's a stressful job being on set, being in a crew.
I definitely noticed
But
black
yeah,
eyes, dark circles.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You haven't been sleeping much.
Certain times we've been doing like a lot of back to backs, and in between the two shoot days, I rarely sleep, bro. Like I usually get like 3-4 hours of sleep.
Damn. How long can you go like this for, man?
I don't know, but I'm good now. Like I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel great.
Nice. That's good, man. I don't want you stressing.
No. I mean, it's all part of
Because
it.
once you start stressing too much, you start becoming bitter, and
Nah, never bitter, bro.
life is no longer fun.
Nah, that's why. See, I love what I do. That's the beauty of it. Even though it's stressful, there's a lot of things that I got to deal with. I absolutely love what I do, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So that's it.
That's great.
That's it. And I mean, yeah, like don't get it twisted. It's a stressful life. Like I'm for the past couple of weeks, I've just been working all the time, bro. And I haven't even been had enough time to really work on my own shit. I was supposed to drop a video on Monday. It's Tuesday. Now I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. You know? And I already have to work on my video for next week. And I have to schedule a video for
it's your
Friday.
side hustle, man. Drop it whenever you can.
I mean, it is, but I don't want it to be that way. You know, like there has to be that discipline in you as a creator. Like, yo, I said I'm dropping a video a week. I'm fucking dropping a video a week. You know?
Yeah.
Because also, if I
I like
continue,
the dedication, but I'm just saying, like, it's not always going to be possible.
No,
sometimes,
it's not.
especially because clients can take up a lot of time.
no, yeah,
And especially if that's your main source of income right now, like that's your main hustle.
yeah,
You know.
no, yeah,
And then you just keep doing that shit until your side hustle starts overcoming your main hustle. I don't know. It depends on your priorities, but
yeah,
it's good that you're still doing it. It's good. Like definitely don't give up on that. Cuz that's what was like really stressing me out when I was doing clientele work. Like a lot of it was taking a back seat for my own content, and I was just not happy with that. And I was not able to manage the time,
yeah,
to get certain things done. And I didn't have like the backup that I was looking for either, for like as far as like an extra help, that I gave towards other people and clients. So, and also like having a limited budget definitely limits you a lot. So you have to do a lot of things yourself.
yep,
So there's so many different things that just kind of drew me away from it and made me not want to do it. I felt like I was becoming bitter.
yeah,
I really did. I felt that. And I was like, no, this is not the life I asked for, you know?
yeah. I mean, when you're working hard and you're barely surviving, you become bitter, bro.
Fuck yeah. And just another lesson too, like the people that are helping you out, like you got to look out for them.
Have to.
You have to.
You have to.
Like that's the one thing that also till today kind of irritates me, like of how much people take advantage. How people don't care. They're all in it for themselves, and they don't look out when the time is needed. And I'm like, fuck this, fuck everything. I'm out.
Yeah.
Some people don't have the guts and the heart or whatever to do that type of shit, and they end up complacent, with a job that they hate because they need it. And I just said fuck everything. I don't give a fuck if I need this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be unhappy.
Yeah, nah, that shit sucks, bro. Dealing with that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's the fucking worst, man.
I feel like
it definitely got me stressed, man.
I feel like I've always been too nice when it came to money.
Same. It's always awkward talking about money.
Yeah, and even like there's been a lot of situations where like certain people don't deserve the money, but because you know who, like you know them and shit, you're like off. Like for example, a situation in uh back in the day when that video went super viral of that racist lady with me in like 2015 or some shit like that.
Right.
A check came in that all I needed to do was divide that shit with you and Larry because we have a YouTube channel together. But I divided it between 5 people. 5 people.
I forgot how that situation went.
Just and even after doing that, people still talked shit. And I was like, this is how you know you can't satisfy people, bro. It's like, yo, I gave you money from this shit and you're still saying something.
You could have had nothing.
You could have nothing, bro. You could have nothing.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild to do that. It's wild to be in situations like that.
Yeah. And I do think that money complicates things a bit too, you know? Because once people know that you're making money off something that like they're maybe a part of, then yeah, they're gonna want some.
Yeah.
They're gonna want something. But I think as the person that's getting that money, I think it's their responsibility to also satisfy the people that's helping them out.
100%.
You know, if that is like paying or helping them in any other way, like I think you have to look out for the people that look out for you. Like
100%.
It's simple as that.
100%. I agree.
You know. And I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people don't they don't think like that, which is so weird. Like, how do you become so entitled?
Yeah.
How do you think that people like are obligated to do this shit for you?
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense to me how some people think like that. I feel guilty when somebody helps me out and I don't give them anything back.
Oh my God. I can't do that. Even like owing people money, it bugs me to my core.
Fuck yeah. I can't even sleep at night.
Nah, I cannot owe anybody money. Bro, the other day, like, one of my roommates always helps me out on set. And I have all my accounting done to perfection. Like, I know I don't, but I don't know if I ever, you never know. There could be a fucking mistake somewhere, you know? So I just randomly just ask him, like, yo, I don't owe you anything, right? Just to, you never know, because I would hate to have somebody like be like, yo, this motherfucker owe me some money and he ain't saying shit about it, and I don't even know, you know what I mean? Like that's why I ask, and I asked that to like other people that I work with the other day. I was like, yo, I don't owe you anything, right? I don't owe you anything, just to make sure, because fuck that,
bro. Because I look at a person like if I'm talking to someone and they say, and then we mention someone else's name, right? And then like that person says, oh yeah, he owes me money. I'm looking at that person that we're talking about like completely different. I'm like, wait, what? That guy owes you money? Like, what the fuck? Why hasn't he paid you? Like, what the fuck happened? You know?
Exactly.
So it makes me look at that person like weird. So I don't want other people to feel that same way towards me.
Me neither. I
don't want anybody saying, oh yeah, Marty owes me money. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that sounds terrible, bro. That sounds terrible. Yeah. It's a terrible feeling. I never want to owe people money, and I don't like having people owe me money either.
Yeah, that's another bad feeling.
I mean, like when you don't have any money, it's a shitty feeling. When you have a little bit of money, you have some savings, it's okay. Like nowadays, if somebody owes me money, I'm not pressed about it.
Yeah, like if you're not stressing about it.
Yeah, but I've been in that situation where somebody owed me money and I had nothing, bro. And you don't want to bug the person. You don't want to be like, yo, like, come on. You don't want to ruin that relationship, but you really need the fucking money, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I hate owing people money, because I've been in that situation. And I don't ever want, and I tell the people that I work with all the time, bro, all the time, especially people that I work with constantly, I'd be like, yo, if you ever need some money, if you ever need me to front you some money, bro, I'll take money out of my savings. Let me know. Then all you got to do is you fucking owe me a day or two on set. You know what I mean? Or you owe me an edit or a script, whatever. But if you need money, let me know, please. Because I don't want that to be an issue. Even besides paying your people right and taking care of them, you know, like even just making sure they're good. Like, yo, you good? You know, like, is everything okay? Like, do you need something? Like, besides all this, if you're working with somebody constantly, it's important to know that, bro, because I don't know, man. Like when you work with somebody, like the way I feel is like you're in battle together in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like a camaraderie type of thing. It's not whether it's a female or male, like whoever. Like even sometimes I pull the actors aside because I see the actors maybe going through something. I pull them aside. I'm like, yo, are you good? Do you want to talk about something? Let me know. Like, are you comfortable doing this next scene in the state of mind that you're in? I think it's important to do these things. It's important to be a people's person, to talk to people, to see if they're good. Not just ask them like, hey, hope you're good, or I hope everything's okay. It's like, nah, like, are you good? Good. Like, what's wrong? You know?
You never asked me if I was good, Nick.
'Cause I don't give a fuck, Marty.
God, I feel so left out.
I just use you, Marty. You should
Fuck.
Look at you crying.
Hold on, I gotta let my dog back in because she's scratching the door.
God damn it. Why did they leave? Is your girl not here?
She is, but
That dog loves you more.
yeah, I guess so. No, she loves us both the same.
Yeah.
She watches this stuff, Nick, okay?
Yeah. That wasn't sarcastic at all. But just end the podcast, Marty. Why don't you?
How do you know I was going to end the podcast?
I felt the breath.
You did?
Yeah, I felt it.
How's that breath different than any other breath?
It's a long one. It's the...
Like that.
I felt it.
And then like, all right, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks so much for listening to the Podcast with Nick and Marty. You guys, please rate us on Apple Podcast and hit that subscribe button and the like button on YouTube, wherever you watching this or hearing this from. Thank you guys so much for supporting us now and always. I mean, I don't know if they're always going to support us, but I just put that out there.
We love you guys. Illuminati.
Whoa. Some people might actually think that, so especially with all the money you're making, Nick.
Yeah, all that money, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nick is rich now, guys, and he's not telling us about it.
So rich.
All right, guys, follow us on the gram or wherever, and peace out. See you guys next week. And maybe submit some questions that maybe you want us to answer in the comments. All right? I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to know.
Deuces,
Anything
guys.
else?
That's it.
Cool.
I'm rich as fuck!